Yeah, good morning, Dan and Carrie. And folks may or may not realize there are currently about 8,700 registered sex offenders in the state of Utah. Now, about a quarter of those, more than 2,200, are incarcerated, either in jails or in prisons. But that still leaves a large amount of individuals, 5,200 registered sex offenders living in our Utah communities, and they must abide by certain terms and conditions in order to be there. And there is no central clearinghouse agency to check on the status of those offenders, leaving it up to each individual police department to do that. So over a recent 4-month stretch, Salt Lake City Police conducting 142 compliance and residence checks on registered sex offenders. Now, most were in compliance. However, 21 offenders were not and wound up being arrested. Police say this is something they do on a regular basis to try and keep our communities safe.
The numbers show that the majority of them have been in compliance, and we're going to hold accountable those that aren't in compliance. So if they end up on that list for whatever reason, they do need to follow the rules and be in compliance. Otherwise, they would face an arrest.
You know, for instance, if you are on the sex offender registry and not incarcerated, you need to have a current file for police on where you're living, what vehicles you own or have access to, things like that. There's often conditions also relating to the proximity where some of these individuals can live regarding schools and parks. Police say it not only helps them know where these folks are so they can go check on them, it also gives them the ability, in the event of some sort of terrible crime, in particular a sex offense related crime, they can go into the area where that offense occurred and check on those who are on the registry to make sure they are where they say they're supposed to be, and to eliminate suspects very quickly as well. So this is an ongoing process that each department has to deal with. And again, Salt Lake City Police just completing one of their compliance checks over this past summer. For now, we're live in Salt Lake City. Scott McCain, Fox 13 News, Utah.